You can spend years reading English textbooks, watching grammar videos, and listening to vocabulary lessons. But the moment you actually have to speak, you freeze. You feel nervous, you lose your words, and your sentences come out broken. You have practiced everything except the one skill you actually want to learn. This hesitation usually stems from waiting. You might be waiting for a moment when you know every grammar rule, when your pronunciation is flawless, and when you feel completely confident. However, that moment of perfect preparation never arrives. By waiting for perfection, you remain at a standstill, while your English stays exactly the same year after year. We are going to set that expectation aside. Even native speakers make mistakes and use simple language. Today, we are replacing the search for perfection with a strict 30-minute daily routine designed to build practical confidence. To start, you need a clear workspace. Gather a blank notebook, a simple piece of English content on your phone, and a timer set for exactly 30 minutes. Language skill accumulates through these small daily blocks, which are far more effective than the occasional 5-hour study binge. We are going to divide your 30 minutes into 4 specific, actionable segments. The first 5 minutes are dedicated to vocabulary. Select exactly 5 everyday words to learn. Setting this strict limit ensures you have the time to move these words from your notebook into your actual speech. Attempting to memorize 50 complex words in one sitting leads to a memory wipe. 5 common words are much easier to retain and deploy during a real conversation. To lock these words into memory, use a 3-action method. First, confirm the meaning. Second, write an original sentence. Third, speak it out loud. Take improve. Check the definition, then write, I want to improve my English. Finally, say it out loud several times. Actively using 5 common words makes them available for conversation, unlike words recognized on a page. This deep focus ensures that what you learn today is actually ready to be spoken tomorrow. The second segment is a 10-minute reading block. Instead of complex novels, use short, simple articles that you can understand without a dictionary. Read your chosen paragraph twice. Use the first pass to get the general idea. During the second pass, read much more slowly, noticing how words connect to form complete thoughts. If you encounter an unfamiliar word, guess its meaning from the sentence and keep moving. Stopping to look up every detail breaks your concentration and prevents seeing the overall flow. Immediately after finishing the paragraph, close the text. Now summarize what you just read out loud, using 1 or 2 simple sentences of your own. When you understand easily, your brain spends its energy noticing patterns and sentence structures. This repetitive exposure helps you internalize the rhythm of the language without memorizing abstract grammar rules. The third segment is a 10-minute listening block. To train your ears, choose basic, slow conversations. Starting with beginner audio lets you hear individual sounds clearly before tackling faster, native-level speech. We will process this audio using shadowing. Listen to one short sentence from your source, focusing entirely on pronunciation. The moment it ends, hit pause immediately. Now, repeat the sentence out loud, attempting to copy the exact tone, speed, and rhythm. Listening silently improves your comprehension, but it does not help your speech. This listen, pause, repeat loop forces your muscles to recreate sounds, bridging the gap to actually speaking. The final 5 minutes are for pure output. Practice self-talk by vocalizing actions in simple English. Your goal is to label reality directly. Instead of thinking in your native language and translating, go straight to English. I am sitting down. The room is quiet. I feel tired. When you find a vocabulary gap, use thinking around the word. If your native word pops up, set it aside. Instead of a dictionary, use simple English to describe the object. Forget umbrella. Describe it as the thing we use in rain. This exercise feels difficult. That mental struggle happens because you're bypassing your native language entirely. Your brain is doing the heavy lifting of retrieving English words directly, rather than relying on the easier path of translation. Constant translation creates a delay in your speech. Fluency begins when you force your brain to describe your world directly in English. Once the timer rings, you have finished the loop. You have officially completed day 1 of this routine. Take a look at the progress you made in just half an hour. You have 5 words ready for use. You've practiced sentence flow, You've mimicked native pronunciation, and you've forced yourself to think in English. Initial excitement usually fades after a few days. Because motivation is inconsistent, you must rely on the discipline of the 30-minute timer. This routine works because it is sustainable enough to be done even on your busiest or most tired days. Fluency is the predictable outcome of repeating this 30-minute routine every single day. If you commit to the daily effort and refuse to stop the practice, your improvement is inevitable.